Hello everyone, welcome back. We are playing a Winchester Draft, but this time we are going to try to do a Commander Draft. And so what I've done is I have taken 20 cards, no, 35 cards? 35 cards from each of the 3 sets I made in the block. But before I did that, I separated out all of the legendary creatures, although actually now that I think about it, I might have included the planeswalkers on accident. I'm not sure. There might be planeswalkers. Hopefully we end up with a good distribution of legendaries in our set here. The point is I took 5 per set, separated those out. Then the remaining legendaries I shuffled back into their associated sets, shuffled the sets, and got 35 cards from each set. Added the other 5 back to those 35. We got 40 cards from each set, at least 5 of which are legendary creatures. I've then taken those 3 piles, shuffled them together, and we're going to do a Winchester Draft. Cool?
Yeah. Sounds cool to me.
Nice. So, I have our 4 piles. I'm orienting them vertically this time because then I can have them sort of splay out to the side as I was doing previously.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Get in each other's way. Because they're butted up against each other, the tabletop might try and collapse them into a pile, and if that happens, oops, I guess. Hopefully it doesn't. You know what?
They're all random cards are random, so it's like
just to be careful, I'm gonna do this just in case. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, okay, it'll be fine.
So you're a little choppy today, B, but we're gonna power through. Would you like to be first to pick, or would you like me to be first to pick?
I'll be first to pick.
Okay. Our first cards are Arkum Dagson, a 3-mana 2/2 human wizard. Whenever Arkum Dagson or another non-token creature you control dies, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token with haste.
This would be a cool commander if it was legendary.
It's not legendary, yeah. Charging Core's Reavers, a 2-mana 2/1 enchantment creature zombie warrior. Creatures your opponents control get +1/+1.
Oh.
Tap, put a charge counter on Charging Core's Reavers. When Charging Core's Reavers dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So this card,
not worth it.
When I was forging this card, I went, this card seems awful, but maybe there's some shenanigans that someone can come up with so they want to be able to buff their opponents. I don't know. Could be interesting. I'm going to leave it in. I'm always interested in interesting cards, right? And
yeah, I was expecting that. Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah.
And the last game that I played with our guest Peishi, he played this card in his draft, and it was kind of awesome because it was like, sure, you've got +1/+1 to all of your stuff, but I have an infinite blocker. It just it felt actually really cool, worth it. I couldn't get through. It was really cool, actually. So I have newfound respect for this card. It might be actually decent, but you can't get rid of it. You have to commit to it once you play it. It will come back forever.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Hornbeam Cromwell is a 6-mana green 6/5 enchantment creature treefolk. Whenever Hornbeam Cromwell becomes tap, you gain 4 life. Not only is there life gain payoff in this set, that is just a significant amount of life potential.
6/5 for 6 is, and 4 life is a lot of life.
It's a lot of life. That one's got potential there. And our last one is Frozen Shaper, the 2-mana 2/2 enchantment creature Nephilim. Creatures you control flying. We've seen this card so many times. It's, for some reason, showed up in all of our drafts. Just every draft I've done, it showed up, and it's so strong.
It is super good.
The only downside is whenever a non-token creature you control dies, exile the top card of your library. So I guess you could mill yourself out, but that's it. It's really good.
Yeah.
You get to pick first. There's some good options here.
Arcane Dragson is cool, but
actually, before we continue, let's talk a little bit about what our rules are for Commander, because I kind of skimmed past that. I think we're going to play with 25 life, sort of like Brawl would be. And it makes me wonder, do you think we should just go full Brawl and allow Planeswalkers? I was thinking we shouldn't, because there's not a lot of Planeswalker removal in this set, and it could just be really oppressive if you have a Planeswalker.
Yeah, I guess like the thing is like, like normally Planeswalker, like I don't think like Planeswalker commanders are bad, but like they in Commander they tend to have the downs. They tend to be like mitigated by the fact that you have free opponents.
Right. Well, I mean the thing is that Brawl, a 2-player format, always allows you to have Planeswalkers, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So maybe there's some reason for that. I don't know. So it's something.
I think the reason is because the pool is smaller. That's about it.
That's a fair point, actually. That's a really good point. Which this is a small pool, and as someone who's seen the pool, I don't think we should allow it personally.
It sounds good. Yeah.
Right. So
they looked at the pool and decided they should allow it. We looked at the pool and decided we shouldn't.
The other thing that we can look at as a consideration is color identity. Now, because we're going to be drafting our commanders, we might not be able to satisfy our color identity. Do we want to just throw that rule out? Do we want to come up with an alternative?
I feel like just throw that rule out. I think, just for that rule out. It's just like going to be so hard to.
We're going to have to commit to our colors.
And it also means like it's not going to be interesting because we've locked into the color of whatever legend we find.
Okay, I think that seems like a good idea for this. I have been playing around with the idea of some custom cards that wouldn't be AI generated, so they can actually do what we want, and they're still in the work in progress mode, so I don't want to throw them in here, but maybe we'll see them in a future video.
Oh, that's cool. I know you're playing that, but yeah, that sounds rad.
Maybe.
To use those cards.
We'll find out. So, do you pick up our Frozen Shaper, the Nephilim?
I do, yeah. So
okay.
I'll put mine over here.
I'm going to just drop down some new cards for each of these piles. We have Invading Alarmists, a 2-mana colorless artifact. Creatures you control have menace, and tap Invading Alarmist deals 2 damage to any target. Not as good as flying, but pretty good. Crashing Blows.
I mean, for 2 mana, it's actually insane, and also it's like pings. It's sort of excellent.
Real good. Crashing Blows is a 5-mana white enchantment aura. Enchanted creature has +4/+4. Whenever enchanted creature deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice Crashing Blows. If you do, draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. Cool. When you're done with it, throw it away, get a little looting. Soul Cairn is a 3-mana 2/2 enchantment creature dryad. For 3 mana, sacrifice Soul Cairn. You gain 3 life. Interesting. And our first legend, Gareth, Heart of the Labyrinth, a 2-mana white 2/2 legendary enchantment creature human. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may gain 1 life. A lot of life gain activators. We haven't seen any life gain payoff yet. I really like Hornbeam Cromwell. It's just fun. It speaks to my sensibilities, and it's 2 in the same color here. That's pretty good.
You the blue life player? That seems like such a green card.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny to hear you. I mean, I don't doubt it, but it's funny to hear you say 60 sensibilities because you always like play blue-black.
I just love Tree Folk is the thing.
That's fair.
I just think Tree Folk are cool. But in Arcane Jackson, 3-mana 2/2, creating tokens, this is very fun too. And Invading Alarmist seems really good, especially if I want to keep up with your flyers. So I think I'm going to take this pile.
Oh, that's the pile I wanted.
I figured.
There'll be plenty of cool cards for me.
All right, so this one's my drafted pile. I'm just going to put it here. And let's get some new... Add to our piles. Our new cards are Niv Mizzet Parun, a 4-mana 3/2 legendary creature Dragon Wizard. It has flying, and for 2 mana, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Now there's a commander if I ever saw one. Woo!
Hey.
Spicy. Eternal Bonds is a 2-mana blue sorcery. For each creature you control, you may tap or untap target creature. Wait, what? For each creature you control, you may tap or untap. Oh yeah, cool. That's fun. Blazing Haze is a 3-mana enchantment. It's white for generic and white. Target creature gains haste until end of turn. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Oh, that's cool. Those like go together. Oh, I like that actually. That's really cute. And Herald of Icefire is a 4-mana, 4/3 orc shaman. It has haste. At the beginning of each upkeep, if you gained 8 or more life this turn, Herald of Icefire deals 2 damage to each opponent. So pretty big requirement.
This turn on your upkeep, that's real hard.
Yeah, the beginning of each upkeep, if you gained 8 or more life this turn.
Well, that's like you have to gain during your untap stuff when you can't play any cards.
I mean, you could have other things that say at the beginning of your upkeep, like gain life, right? That would work. You just stack your triggers. I think that works.
Yeah.
But you're totally right.
Also, gain 8 is like pretty.
It's such a huge amount of life.
Yeah.
So, is this a life game payoff? Not really, no.
It's technically, but no.
Technically, but no. You get first pick. What do you want?
None of this seems good, but 4 mana is a little bit feisty.
It is a little
so I'll just take the 6-mana card and also these other cards.
I'll just take the 6-mana card, yeah. Very good. Alright. What is next? I did something weird here. Eternal Bonds should be like that. Okay. Sandstorm Drake is a 4-mana 4/3 dragon. It's red, it has flying. Whenever Sandstorm Drake attacks, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Okay. It's fine. Krark Clan Enforcer is a 4-mana 3/2 goblin shaman with haste. When Krark Clan Enforcer enters the battlefield, if a creature you control died this turn, create a 1/1. I think this one's fun. Aladdin's Riddle is a 5-mana 4/3 enchantment creature Gorgon. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 3/3 red and green menace creature token with menace, first strike, trample, and haste. That's really good.
Yeah.
And Nomads is a 2-mana 1/3 spirit, tap, add blue or red. Well, as much as I do like a lot of the other cards we've seen, and I probably should pick up Niv Mizzet because I don't want to end up without a commander, I'm going to take Aladdin's Riddle, just straight up. I just think it's good enough.
You keep taking all the stuff I want.
Well, you get first pick this time. This one should go up here,
yeah, that's true.
In case it matters, I guess. They're face down, so it shouldn't, but whatever.
Random cards are random, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Roadside Rescuers is a 4-mana 3/2 human soldier. Roadside Rescuers can't be blocked by creatures with power 4 or greater.
Interesting.
Prowling Orb Weaver is a 4-mana 2/2 blue spirit. Whenever Prowling Orb Weaver attacks, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. So it's a bad 4/4 for 4. Squirming Muckworm, that's a great name. Good job, Urza's AI. Is a 5-mana 3/4 green worm with reach. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. Cycling 3. Ooh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's kind of expensive, but +1/+1 to everything is nice. And Quagslinger. I was wondering if we'd ever see Quagslinger. I love this card. Quagslinger is a 3-mana 3/2 red dwarf warrior. As Quagslinger enters the battlefield, you may reveal an equipment card you own from outside the game and put it into your hand. If you do, discard Quagslinger. So...
You can't discard from the battlefield, but I'll allow it.
Yeah. How do we want to talk about this? I know there's a big discussion in my comments
your draft pool is outside the game.
Yes, that's not the part I'm asking about. The part that I'm asking about is if you do discard Quagslinger, does that fail, or do you discard them to the graveyard from the battlefield?
I would like it to fail just because I think the best person because I think it's really weak otherwise. Because why not just put the equipment in your deck?
Well, because it tutors it.
But you only have one of this, so it doesn't change the chance you get.
I guess that's true. That's fair, but you don't have to decide what it was until you play this, I guess.
I guess so.
So you're like, I just want to go with like talking about the cards. I think is an important part of playing AI Magic. So just saying the discard effect fails because you can't discard them. I'm happy to go with that.
Yeah, I'm happy to go with that too.
Great, that's the ruling. I believe it is your go.
Okay, nothing super exciting to me. I guess Nibba the Parent was one I was thinking of.
Nibba the Parent's really decent.
Are they legendary?
They are.
They are legendary.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
They're a valid commander. They're a pretty good commander, other than the fact that they're only black, but we already decided that we are waiving the color identity rule, which makes monocolored commanders so much stronger suddenly.
I mean, that's fine.
I think it's fine, too, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll take these. Rotate Raptors also looks pretty cool.
What's the other one?
Fires win games.
What's the other one that you took?
Roadside Rescuers is can be blocked by creatures power 4 or greater.
Oh, nice, yeah. Blockable's good. Burning Tree Enforcer is a 3-mana 2/3 core soldier. When Burning Tree Enforcer enters the battlefield, draw a card. While this isn't a super impressive stat line, core soldier is sometimes relevant, so keep an eye on that one. Kai Shi is a 3-mana red and blue 2/2 legendary human shaman. Whenever Kai Shi or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. I'm probably picking this because I'm already in red. Intangible Virtue is a 6-mana blue sorcery. You draw X cards and lose X life, where X is twice the number of mountains you control. I'm also in red. Maybe I want to do this. I don't know. At what point is this card good enough? How many do you need to draw for this card to be good enough, B? What do you think?
For 6 mana?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. So I think you draw, like, for 5 mana, you can draw 4 Spy 4.
Okay. And this is also pinging you for damage, right? Anything, the more you're drawing, the more it hurts, so...
I think, like 6 or 7 it would have to be.
Okay. I mean, you could get there.
I mean, the cast is you would have
4 at the point of casting it. Yeah, the first casting as early as possible.
Assuming everything worked out well.
You'd have to cast it later in the game, which is fine. Grizzly Blessing is a 3-mana 2/4 legendary enchantment creature god. Whenever an opponent discards a card, you may pay generic. If you do, you gain 1 life and draw a card. I knew there was discard payoff in this set somewhere. Oh well. I'll need to remember this card if I ever make a constructed deck with this block, but I knew there was discard payoff somewhere. I couldn't remember where it was. I'm gonna just double check. Quagslinger's kind of cute. Herald of Ice is not bad. 4 mana 4 through with haste. Kirk Clan is actually pretty good. I don't know if I'm using these other cards, but I do in fact want Kaishi. So I now have a commander. Let's go. So there's Shaman. I hope we get Shaman synergy. There are some cards that care about really? Shamans. Yeah. Again, like if I make a constructed deck eventually, I want to do a like Minotaur Goblin Shaman thing, because there's a Minotaur that buffs your Shamans and Minotaurs, and there's like Goblin Shamans that buff your Goblins. I just think that would be a really fun pile. This is collapsing. Okay, there, we got it. Frost Shrieker Ascendant is a 2-mana 2/2 green human wizard. Whenever Frost Shrieker Ascendant deals combat damage to a player, create a 1/1 green insect creature token with flying. That's really good. For 2 mana and sacrifice Frost Shrieker Ascendant, Frost Shrieker Ascendant deals 1 damage to any target. Not terrible. Mana Bird Mage is a 1-mana 1/1 bird wizard. It's the one that buffs your monks. Ew, if we find any monks. If we find monks. Living the dream. Come on, let's go. Polymorphism. I didn't read the card. For 2 mana monks, you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. It's just funny to me. It also has flying. Polymorphism is a 3-mana blue instant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you may sacrifice a creature or planeswalker. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. You don't have to sacrifice them, you just can. And Grizzly Tonic is a 4-mana green 3/4 green dragon. Sacrifice a creature, regenerate Grizzly Tonic. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm still not 100% sure on the rules on regenerate.
Me to go, right?
Yeah, it is you to go. One time I remember reading
Yeah.
that you couldn't regenerate if there wasn't an impending, like, lethal attack on your creature. But that doesn't make any sense to me. I think you can just jam that button as many times as you want, right? You don't have to wait until the, like, regenerate shield goes away or anything.
I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, I mean, like, like, magic cards can't actually, like, see the future.
Yeah, but they could say
yeah.
you gain a regenerate shield, you cannot gain another until one shield goes away. They could say that. Like, that could be part of regenerate.
I guess so. Yeah. I'm gonna do the top one.
That is a draw and a Frosttrigger Ascendant is busted. Yeah, good call. Yeah. No arguments there. That seems like a really good pick.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're going like black, green, or black, blue, or both.
Sounds good. I like all those options.
Yeah.
Flip. Falconwrath Noble is a 4-mana enchantment aura. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2, and it has first strike. Great, that's it. Tectonic Rift is a 3-mana green 2/2 enchantment.
Ooh, now this is a commander.
Ooze. I haven't got there yet, I don't think. Whenever you cast a green spell, put a 1/1 counter on Tectonic Rift. Whenever you cast a white spell, put a 1/1 counter on Tectonic Rift. Very cool card. I really like it. Scales. Did I get this? I think I drafted this recently, and I just never drew it. Is that what happened? Maybe I didn't put it in my deck. Maybe I ended up cutting it. Hanatang Commander is a 5-mana 2/3 core soldier. It has first strike and core power. Whenever Hanatang Commander or another core soldier enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control gain first strike until end of turn. Be still my beating heart. Just as a history lesson, Hanatang Commander is the reason why set 2 of our block is called Lords of the Rime, Soldiers of Core, and Dragons. As you can see in the flavor text, Lords of the Rime, we should not go gentle into that good night. Hana, Empress of Core. Love it. And last card here is being annoying with the stack here. Abandon Hope is an X black instant. As an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice X creatures. Abandon Hope deals X damage to each creature and each player. So
that's a kind of powerful effect, actually. Like, I mean, I don't know if the sacrifice makes it worth it, but like, you're probably gonna lose this creature anyway if you want to cast.
Yeah, you wipe your board, and you have to pay an amount that would be equal to that, and then you hose everything else down. It's me. I noticed that you said this is a commander. It's not. It does not legendary, unless you were talking about something else. But none of these are legendary here. Yeah. So, as cool as this is, not a big deal. Mana Bird Mage. I want to take it just in case I get a monk later, but it's not going to happen. Hanatang Commander is actually like surprisingly good. I played it in our game against Peishi, and even without any other core soldiers, even though I had 2 other core soldiers in the deck, oh yeah, a whole 2. Again, they have to be both core and a soldier. It's very specific. But I had 2, and I never pulled it off. But just on ETB, your board getting first strike is pretty good. And it having first strike, it's a good body. And then Abandon Hope, X, black, yeah. So board wipes are very big deals, and this thing's getting large. Gareth's actually a really good... Wow, Gareth's still here. This is a legendary here. Dang, that's pretty good, actually. I don't think I want to go into all these colors, but I might go red-blue, and there's a lot of blue here. Yeah, that's probably my best play. I do like Squirming Muckworm. I'm going to take this bottom pile. It's gotten quite large, it turns out. I really like this draft format. I don't have any memory at all of what you've drafted so far. Frostburn Renegade is a 3-mana 2/1 red goblin rogue. Frostburn Renegade gets +2/+0 as long as you control another red creature. It's one of the few times that the AI doesn't refer to itself as be like, oh yeah, as long as you control a red creature, you're fine. And it's like, well, that's just always true. This one actually requires you to do another thing. Cloaked Heroes is a 2-mana green enchantment aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has first strike. That's pretty strong, actually. And Life's Way, a 6-mana blue sorcery. Return all creatures your opponents control to their owner's hands. I've played this before. Felt pretty good about it. And Wojek Battlemaster is a 2-mana 3/1 Dwarf Berserker. Wojek Battlemaster can't block. So, not great. I don't really know what the going rate on a 3/1 is, but probably not 2/1 and can't block. Go ahead.
I think I can't really pass up Life's Way.
Yeah?
They just will win you the game sometimes.
Sometimes it will.
Like a plague win.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I will say, I probably would have picked up that pile if you hadn't, so at very least, even if you don't play it, probably was worth picking up.
Yeah. That's the thing, I also don't want to face it.
Yep.
That's like kind of the side
I think it's likely you're not going to play blue, and so you're not going to use that board wipe, but I'm also probably not going to play black, so I'm not going to use my board wipe either.
I got some blue cards I would like.
Yeah, you might. Who knows? Scrap Heap, it's way too early to tell. There's another 80 cards in the main stack.
Oh, yeah.
Scrap Heap Scrounger is a 6-mana 5/4 red dragon with flying. Whenever a creature an opponent controls with a 1/1 counter on it dies. +1/+1. I abbreviate +1/+1 to 1/1 all the time, and I shouldn't. You may have that creature's controller create a treasure token. So it's just a 6-mana 5/4 flyer.
Yeah.
Unless you for some reason want to like give your opponent treasures, that's like a thing you sometimes care about, I guess. Probably not, because treasures you can just sack immediately, but I don't know. Father of Mountains, seen this one recently, is a 5-mana 3/3 legendary enchantment creature Nephilim. As long as you control a red or green permanent, such as itself, creatures you control get +2/+2.
Who's going? Sorry, I keep losing track.
Oh, it's me. Healer of the Unseen is a 2-mana 2/2 enchantment creature human soldier. As long as you control another enchantment, Healer of the Unseen gets +1/+1 and has lifelink. Not terrible. It's a 2-mana 3/3 with lifelink. If you have the hoops, if you don't have the hoops, it's a grizzly bear. It also is a soldier, which matters sometimes. Sacred Foundry is a 3-mana blue enchantment. For 4 mana and tap, exile the top card of your library, return it to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step. I love this effect, actually, right? Yeah. It is a slow cheat from the top of your library if it's a permanent. And it's very expensive, though. It's probably not worth it, but I'm definitely going to go with our Father of Mountains. And I'm very excited about that because it means I'm also getting the Mana Bird Mage. There's a chance. If I see a monk, I am taking it. You had plenty of time to get Tectonic Rift, and you didn't. So.
Yeah, I know.
I guess not plenty of time.
I had 2 turns.
That shouldn't go there. It should go here. Just to do things properly. What's Scrap Heap Scrounger? Oh yeah, it's that thing. Cool. I gotta say, this is another reason why I kind of like the mix of power level, in that like these piles do push and pull your interest in like what should I be drafting, because they're not just all bangers, you know? Deepwood Pastures is a 5-mana green sorcery. Search your library for up to X basic land cards, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Then reveal those cards. You may put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. So, B, what's your assessment? How many lands do you need to get for this card to be worth 5 mana at sorcery speed? Because I cannot gauge ramp. I do not know how to gauge ramp at all.
I'd say like 5.
You need to get 5 lands?
No. Actually, no. Yeah, there's a one that. So there is one that's like. Oh god, gotcha. No, I'm making up. No. I think that's not it. True. I think like maybe like 3.
3 sounds probably right, which seems pretty doable. Yeah. By turn 5, if you didn't have any other ramp. If you had other ramp, then I guess you might do this earlier. Yeah. Still.
I think that's the thing. Like 4 for 4. No, I mean 2 for 4 exists. I think. Yeah.
Cool.
But those that comes those 2 come to play untapped.
Oh, that's different. That is different. I mean, it's going to be wild if you had any landfall, though. I don't think there's any landfall in this set, unfortunately. Standard Bearer is a 2-mana 2/2 white human soldier. It says flanking. It has the reminder text for flanking, which I can't think of right now. But creatures that block it, the blocking creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn. If they don't have flanking, that's what that top line is saying. For generic and white, Standard Bearer gains first strike until end of turn. This card's pretty good, honestly. Relentless Pursuit is a 1-mana black enchantment aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and has haste. Okay. Not amazing, but fine. I like the flavor of Relentless Pursuit giving this thing haste. Goblin Warchief is a 1-mana green instant. Destroy target attacking creature with flying. Goblin Warchief deals 2 damage to target attacking creature. So, kind of limited, but also, sometimes you need removal. I believe it's your go.
I guess I'll take, I think Dual Pastures, maybe.
Okay, yeah, I think it's got some potential. And there's, other things in that pile that are kind of cool. Falconwrath Noble, first strike's good. I don't know if you're gonna. I don't know if neither of us are in white yet. So I don't know. I don't know how to assess the white cards here.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I guess at least I have a commander. For what it's worth.
That's true.
I don't really have a good direction where I'm going.
The fact that we don't have to commit to our color identity really opens doors. Hero of Ash is a 5-mana 2/4 enchantment creature spirit. Whenever you gain life, create a 2/2 blue illusion creature token. That's a pretty good life gain payoff, actually. There's so much life gain. That's legitimate payoff. Cloudcaster Hoplite is a 1-mana 1/1 black elf rogue. Black Cloudcaster Hoplite gains flying until end of turn. Cheap little jump. High Seas Skulker, one of my favorite cards, a 4-mana 3/2 red orc pirate with swashbuckler for 2 and blue, which has your reminder text. I don't need to explain what swashbuckler means, I don't think. No, I'm kidding. Swashbuckler is not a real keyword. But his reminder text that says, for 2 and blue, return an unblocked attacker you control to hand. Draw a card. It's a very weird thing to be keyworded, but I kind of love it. It's like ninjutsu for pirates. You don't cheat in a ninja, you cheat out a pirate who stole some treasure.
I got that.
And of course, because we know that unblocked attackers, you stay attacker-ing after damage. So you can hit and run. Love it.
That's
so
true.
Cool.
That makes it way better.
I love that card. And Trilobite Cacodemon, a 4-mana 0/4 black dinosaur. Trilobite Cacodemon enters the battlefield with a number of 1/1 counters on it equal to the number of colors of mana spent to cast this spell. So
that's cool.
Up to 4, making it a 4-mana 4/8. But most likely it's a 4-mana 2/6, probably.
Yeah.
I believe it's me, and I have some choices to make. I really like Hero of Ash, because life gain payoff is rare, and life gain is common. So having a payoff sounds awesome. High Seas Skulker is so cool. I don't think it's actually that great, but if you have some good ETBs, it might be worth it. And I just love the flavor of it, and it's so close to my heart, this card. Other than that, nothing's super grabbing me. What's Sacred Founder do again? Oh yeah, cheat something out. That would be cool. I don't really plan on playing the other 2 cards in this pile. I guess I might end up going into black. I already have some black. But I guess the question I have to ask myself is, I want Hero of Ash. That wasn't a question at all.
Oh.
I take the first pile. I take Hero of Ash. What I meant to say is, I gotta ask you myself is, what pile do I think you're gonna take? And the thing is, you're gonna probably take the pile that has the best this card in it, so it's kind of irrelevant what the rest of the cards are in the pile as far as that assessment goes. New cards. A Vindictive Bear is a 4-mana 6/4 Rhino Soldier. It has trample. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may sacrifice Vindictive Bear and a creature. I don't know what that means. I guess it's another creature. It doesn't have to say another, because if you've sacrificed Vindictive Bear, you can't sacrifice it again. I guess that's the point. If you do, each opponent sacrifices a creature. That's kind of a lot. Especially since this is a 6/4 Trampler. But it's a 6/4 Trampler. Like, it's pretty good already. Rime Veil Frostmage is a 6-mana 5/5 red elemental with tap, add red. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control no swamps, put a 1/1 counter on Rime Veil Frostmage. I forgot about this card. This card just wants you to not be in black. That's it. That's all it cares about. You don't need to be mono red. You just need to not be in black. It's so funny. Kyra Silvereye is a 5-mana 3/5 legendary enchantment creature god. Gotta have a god as your commander. It has flying, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, draw a card. It's pretty good. Dang. Any non-creature spell. And Provocata Ojutai Harvester, a 2-mana 1/1 legendary enchantment creature nymph. It has flying, and for 3 mana, one of which is black, search your library for a basic land, put it onto the battlefield, tapped, and shuffle.
That's not a tap ability.
Nope. Nymphs never eat cake alone.
This is some good food. I'm going to take the bomb pile.
Ooh, cool. I'm into it. That's fun.
Black Grant, yeah, let's go.
That's very cool. I'm worrying that I don't have enough, like, small things yet, and I
also really... fixing, which is, like, makes me means I can play all the colors.
Yeah, if you want to. And they can be your commander. Sightless Invocation is a 1-mana red sorcery. Search your library for a swamp or island card, put it into the battlefield, then shuffle. Okay, not tapped. That's cool.
That's like better than Rampant Growth in red.
Dromoka's Ankle Breakers is a 2-mana 3/3 elephant. Dromoka's Ankle Breakers can't block. I love this card. It's not good. It's just funny and cute, and it's an elephant. It's fine.
I mean, that doesn't sound too bad.
It's not bad either.
Play both rates, so yeah.
No, it's fine. It's just, yeah. Corrosive Fog is a 4-mana blue instant, exile target non-land permanent. I do like removal. And then flashback for 3. That's pretty good, actually. Like, a little bit expensive, that 4 mana to destroy something, but it exiles it, and you can flash it back later. Like,
it's not a permanent. That's, like, actually, like,
that's
insane.
Really good. I think I'm definitely taking this pile. I already wanted the pirate, so I think that's gotta be it. Even though there's other things that I also want.
The pile I want.
But, was Gnar Manipulated Memory? I never read Gnar!
Oh.
I just got to, like, Corrosive Fog and stopped. No, the last pile...
I think that's when it came in, yeah.
Yeah, and I hadn't read it yet.
That's fair.
Yeah, okay, Gnar Manipulated Memory, a 5-mana green and white legendary enchantment creature spirit. It's a 3/5 with first strike and lifelink. Whenever Gnar, Manipulator of Memory, or another non-token creature you control dies, create a treasure token. This card, pretty good. Even just for first strike and lifelink, just... really hard to deal with. Unfortunately, not taking it. I will, in fact, be taking what I originally said of Corrosive Fog and High Sea Stalker. I do want to point out, though, that I think, like, the bear, like, this pile is really strong. I think that Rime Veil Frostmage is so cool, but I can't really afford to pick it up yet, and it's also, like, a 6-mana card. Anyway, I really shouldn't talk about the things I want.
Yeah, same.
Anyway. Yeah, I'm taking that pile. We've talked about it previously. Boop, boop, boop. All right. I just saw something. I looked ahead. Oh, no. Blade Singer Brute is a 5-mana black 2/2 vampire soldier with lifelink. Whenever another creature dies, put a 1/1 counter on Blade Singer Brute. Another creature, not under your control, just in general. It starts small, but it has lifelink and grows. This thing could be gross. Gaunty Prudent Steward is a 3-mana 2/2 legendary enchantment creature fairy. Creatures you control have Death Touch, strong. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on Gaunty Prudent Steward. Life gain payoff, strong. And it's legendary. This can be your commander. So cool. Then we've got Skirk College Students. Skirk College students. The 3-mana red and white 4/4 enchantment creature god with menace. Whenever a creature you control with toughness greater than Skirk College students' toughness dies, draw a card.
3-mana 4/4 is menace. It's kind of nuts.
I just love this non-legendary god, which is either a collection of college students. It's God College. It's God College is what this is. There's been plenty of discussion on this on my channel previously when it was being forged and reviewed. It's God College. It's God College. All right, last card. Sorry. Warcaster Ogre is a 2-mana 3/2 green and blue ogre for 4 mana, one of which is green, one of which is blue. Creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. That is scary, actually. That is very good. Wow, already 3/2, and then for 4 mana, repeatable if you had the mana for it, +2/+2. It's you. What do you got? You got a lot of options here.
Oh, me, yeah. We'll see. Every dark creature dies. That's very nice too, and I do want this red thing. But
a lot of choices. I don't know what colors you're in anymore.
I feel like I'm in all the colors now because I can just put one base of each and two up.
I mean, if you have the card that do... Oh, I guess that can be your commander, right?
Yeah, it's going to be my commander, yeah.
That's cool.
I will have the card that tutors.
But it's like 5 mana to start, right? I don't remember how much that card costs.
It's 2 mana and 3 mana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You just have to make sure you have enough black. Nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
You weigh your swamps.
Issues you control get +2/+2. Yeah, mostly swamps and probably like two of each other basic. It's probably what I'd go with, and I think that should work out pretty nicely.
Cool.
It's like, yeah.
I'm excited to see you try 5 colors.
I do like to go like 4 colors than I should.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna take those. These two. I think they're nice.
All right. They're cool.
Yeah.
I'm both glad that we decided to not do color restriction, like color identity restriction, and also kind of wish we hadn't because, like, maybe there's a reason that we shouldn't have done that. And now we're seeing more and more multicolor commanders. But, yeah. Strength of the Pack is a 3-mana white enchantment or an enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has haste. Whenever enchanted creature deals combat damage to a player, you gain that much life. It's got lifelink. But it only hits on player. It's player-only lifelink. Yeah. And only combat damage.
Weird.
Anyway, Skirk Ambush is a 3-mana green and white instant. Choose one. Choose one. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn, or Skirk Ambush deals 1 damage to any target. Cool. Radiant Fate.
Oh, my deck, by the way.
Pardon?
Are there still 40 cards?
No, it's a 60-card deck.
Okay.
Radiant Fate is a 4-mana blue sorcery. Draw 2 cards. If you have fewer than 5 cards in hand, Radiant Fate deals damage to target creature equal to the number of cards in your hand. I actually love this card. It's such a cool design. Like, if you have a lot of cards, you draw 2 cards. If you don't, if you have 2 cards, you draw, you go up to 4, and you blast something for 4. It's like, it's so cool. Now, it's sorcery speed, so it's not great, but it's cool. And lastly, Cao Mao, Assassin of Zhao, our 5-mana, 4 loyalty, legendary planeswalker Sultai. That's the type of planeswalker it is. Whenever a creature you control dies, create a 2/2
not
green
a very
beast.
much Sultai.
What?
Oh, no, green is Sultai, never mind. I got confused.
Green is, white's not. Whenever a creature you control dies, create a 2/2 green beast creature token. Pretty good. And +1, target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. Here's a question I have for you, B. This is a discussion I had on my the channel when we were forging the card. Do you think the restriction of activate only once each turn supersedes cards that allow you to activate your planeswalkers more than once per turn?
I would say so, yeah.
I would think so too. So it like seems irrelevant, but technically has a fringe situation where it's relevant. It's stupid. Anyway. Yeah. I think
Planeswalker.
It's me. I am trying to commit
That's
to this.
cool. So it's like the thing about like how planeswalkers used to be able to protect themselves. That's like a cool way of having a planeswalker that protects itself. You can have like it have a bunch of like loyalty abilities that do nothing but have its passive.
Yeah. Well, cool. This thing protects itself in a way that is kind of scary because it doesn't say non-token creature.
Yeah.
So
no, exactly. But you have the creature for it to work. But
the first time, yeah.
But also, it's non-combat damage will be an issue sometimes. Also, just
that too. Sure, yeah. So do I want to go into a third color? Is the question, because right now I'm in red, blue, and stop. And there's some really cool cards that I really like Vindictive Bear and whatever. But I should just get Rime Frostmage. That's what I should do. Do I want any of the? I don't want any of these other cards. I don't think.
You don't want Gonti? You don't want Life Game Payoff?
I do want Life Game Payoff, but I'm not in those colors.
Oh yeah.
Right? Now I could branch out, but I'm going blue-red currently. I could shift. I could pivot. Don't get me wrong, but I don't expect I will.
Okay.
So, if I'm not pivoting, if I'm only adding at most one color, I'd play Singer Brute. I already have some black in the set. Radiant Fate is already really good. And I guess I could go red-white if I wanted to go with this god here.
That's a really good card.
That might be the better play, actually. Just because it is a better card. I can easily go into white by only adding one extra color. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take the skirt college students. The college students have always been good to me. I feel like it's appropriate. That was didn't mean to flip that one up first, but okay, that's fine. Soul-Rending Sphinx is a 2-mana 2/2 cat spirit. Not a Sphinx, but also I think that's kind of appropriate because it's a cat. And it's enchantment creature, cat spirit. Whenever another creature dies, return it to its owner's hand.
That's a really good card. It's
interesting effect. Goblin Merry Bandit, a 2-mana 2/1 enchantment creature goblin rogue. Whenever Goblin Merry Bandit attacks, you may search your library for an equipment card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. If you find any equipments, could be relevant, otherwise not. Tezzeret the Freeblade is a 4-mana 4 loyalty legendary planeswalker Tezzeret. Plus 2 loyalty, not 4/2 loyalty. That would be the minus ability. Plus 2 loyalty. Target creature you control fights up to one target creature you don't control. Minus 2, create 2 2/2 white knight creature tokens with vigilance. And lastly, Urgent Cooperation, a 3-mana black instant.
Oh, wait. Oh, there's a planeswalker under here too, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I was confused.
Yeah, I needed to shift it over. I saw it snapped in when I dropped it, but oh well. Urgent Cooperation is a 3-mana instant. Choose target creature. Urgent Cooperation deals damage to that creature equal to the number of creatures you control. What a cute, I just love that flavor of just oh yeah, they all gang up on it because they're cooperating. Yeah. Anyway, it's you. What are you thinking?
Oh gosh. So there's 2 cards I really like, but also a bunch of cards over here I really like.
Yeah, you gotta remember all the stuff that you're like, oh yeah, I did like that card when it showed up. I just haven't had a chance to pick it up yet. It's not just the new one that's relevant.
I think Cow Mouse sounds real fun.
Cow Mouse.
I do like Soul-Side Planeswalkers.
Cow Mouse, cool. Yeah, it's Soul-Side. When that was forged, I was talking about the idea of do you think they could ever branch away from the current typing structure of planeswalkers? And it's well, it's not this person's there's a faction of planeswalkers or something, and there's a word that represents that entire faction, because that's kind of the point of types, is that you can link multiple cards, right? You can be for each Chandra permanent you have, right? And that's Chandra planeswalkers are the only Chandra permanents, but still.
Yeah.
Anyway. Alright. Acolyte of Vitu-Ghazi, a 4-mana 4/3 green rhino. First strike and haste. Sacrifice Acolyte of Vitu-Ghazi, destroy target attacking creature. Pretty good. I like that. I kind of wish I was in green. Icy Death is there's been a lot of cool green cards so far, and also these two. The first and last one in this pile. Anyway. Icy Death is a 4-mana white enchantment. Whenever you gain life, Icy Death deals 2 damage to any target. Ooh, life gain payoff. Fairy Magus is a 5-mana white spirit. It's a 3/3 flying at the beginning of your upkeep. Create a 1/1 white and blue spirit creature token with flying. I've used this card so much. It's so reliable is the thing. It's just a nice, reliable body. And Galakron the Betrayer, a 3-mana 3/3 green and blue legendary creature Hydra. It has first strike, and whenever Galakron the Betrayer attacks, other creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Now that's a commander.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? It's you, right? Or is it me? You just went, right? You picked up.
Yeah, I think so.
You picked up something. The
Planeswalker and
it's me. Okay, wow. There's a bunch of cards here that I want to just quickly see if we can find. You know what I'll do, actually? Whoop.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
I mean, I don't know why. Do you want to just like put them, just like leave them out, not overlapping?
I like it like this.
Okay.
I think it's fun. There was some that I was looking at that I was like, ooh, that's really cool. So first of all, Icy Death is on plan if I end up getting a lot more. I have life gain. It would be cool to have life gain payoff. And I think I will start going into white. And since I'm going into white, things like Standard Bearer are now like available to me, and that could be really cool. Likewise, though, Tezzeret the Freeblade is also really good. And not only is Tezzeret the Freeblade really good, but Fairy Magus is really good. I think I have to go with that pile. What's going on with Strength in the Pack? 3-mana, enchant, +1/+1 haste. You gain life. I mean, it's lifelink. And Soul Rending Sphinx, 2-mana, 2/2. Whenever another creature dies, returns its own hand. That one is cool, but I feel like it's a liability. Like, I don't know if I want to do that for you. You know what I mean? I don't know if I want to make that a thing.
I guess it's like you get to decide when you play it, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But I can't like turn it off. It's not like a choice, right? So
yeah, maybe if you have a sack outlets, and then it goes into your hand, so you can bring it back whenever you want to.
I think. Yeah, I'm gonna take this big pile in the middle.
Yeah, it's a good pile too.
There's a lot of stuff in there that I like eyed this whole time that I just haven't got around to actually picking up. So I think that's got some potential. Charging Rhino is a 4-mana red 3/2 elemental warrior, not a rhino. For red, Charging Rhino gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Cool. 4-mana 3/2 with fire breathing. Not bad. Oathsworn Paladin is a 4-mana 4/4 red dragon. It has for 2-mana Oathsworn Paladin gains indestructible until end of turn. Pretty good blocker. Kothafed Destroyer is a 4-mana red instant. Kothafed Destroyer deals damage to target creature equal to the number of mountains you control. Okay. The only creatures? Yeah, that would be really scary if it was people. Wipe Away Tears is a 6-mana green sorcery. Return all non-land permanents to the owner's hands. What was the name of the blue one that you picked up, B?
Shoot, let me find it.
It's something almost similar. Like, Wipe Away Tears is not the same thing, but it's like Life's Way, I think it was. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, Life's Way, yeah.
It's basically the same. 6 mana, bounce everything. Yeah. Cool. It's you, I believe.
Oh, me? Yeah.
Picked up this big pile in the middle here.
Yeah, let's see. So Kothafed Destroyer is not what I want. But the other two behind it are kind of what I want. They're 2 whites, and I kind of think I generally want to have singles of each color.
That makes sense.
But maybe I can have doubles. Yeah.
I don't know. I think you should not take that one.
Two of each. Yeah, no, I'll do the responsible thing. I'm gonna take this because it seems real good.
Seems real good, and I want it.
The first 2 seem real good. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was torn between that pile and the pile I actually took last time. So.
Yeah.
Checks out, if you ask me. Thank you, B. On the fault line, our 8-mana black sorcery. Destroy target line as controller loses 2 life.
A little bit overcosted.
Look, you don't get no land removal in this set. You get 1, and it's this. Take it or leave it. Core Market Authority is a 3-mana 3/3 Phyrexian Dragon enchantment creature. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Seems pretty good. Winter Reaper is a 6-mana star white spirit with flying. Winter Reaper's power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your hand. Could be strong, could be weak. Oran Reef Heron Protector is a 3-mana 2/2 enchantment creature elf. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control a creature with flying, draw a card. Aw, that's actually really cute. The elf is protecting the bird, but you don't get the effect if there's no bird. That's really good. I've talked about this with you before. I don't think I mentioned on the show, but like, it's weird how there's very little bird payoff in Magic. The bird payoff is flying, right? Creature with flying shows up way more often than bird. So if you want to make a bird theme deck, you fill it with creatures with flying synergy, not bird synergy. Yeah. It's very weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, you just picked up
the feather counters. I think they exist, which is kind of there's no good cards with feather counters, but they did do that once.
What are you looking at?
Oh, no, in the remember we saw them feather counters.
Oh, sure. I just didn't know what you were talking about. I didn't see any. I was like, what counters do you mean? You were saying feathers. You weren't talking about a card here. Yes, feather counters exist, but there's none of the other feather counters.
Is it me to go or you to go?
It's me. You just picked up this pile where Winter Reaper was.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So 6 mana, flying, cards in hand. If I had a lot of card draw, I would take this. There's a bunch of cards that like just really want to give you cards in hand, and cards in hand payoff is a thing in this set. Pretty cool. Oathsworn Paladin is just it's a 4-mana 4/4, can be indestructible if you need it to. I like this card. And Core Market Authority, I think, is going to be very strong. 3-mana 3/3, drawing cards. Excellent. This pile is getting so large, and I can't tell if I care about it. I think I just don't. Like, I think charging Rhino's okay, but I think I'd rather take the Core Market Authority and the Oathsworn Paladin. All right. What is next? We're getting on in the pile. Choo. You gonna grab that for me? Oops.
Oops.
Okay. Champion of Seasons is a 3-mana 2/3 Minotaur with Trample. It's red, it's green, and it's Trample, and for generic and red, you regenerate Champion of Seasons. It's a 3-mana 2/3 with Trample. Cool. It's also a Minotaur. There's Minotaur payout, but it's very rare.
Apex... Two power of Trample isn't very good. That's, oh well.
Apex of Hordes is a 2-mana 2/2 enchantment creature cat spirit. Whenever you cast a black spell, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Is anybody in black? I'm not.
Yeah, I am.
Keldon the Eternal King. Sorry, I had to stop in a moment of reverence for our king. Is a 3-mana 3/4 legendary enchantment creature god. When Keldon the Eternal King enters the battlefield, return a non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. Okay. Whenever a player casts a creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on Keldon. That's +1/+1, sorry. So, they're gonna get big. But only with creature spells, so maybe not that big. Splendid Aetherfield is a 2-mana red enchantment, or enchant land. Enchanted land is a 5/5 creature with flying. It's still a land. So
it has a creature type, weirdly.
Yeah. It's whatever land it was.
yeah, that's good, yeah.
This card was played again when we went a guest episode with Paishi. He played this card, and honestly, as scary as this thing is, getting like a 5/5 with flying on turn 2, it's surprisingly fair because when you kill it, the land's gone. Like it's surprisingly fair. despite how terrifying this
when it decides to destroy a land.
Yeah, like it's kind of cool. I kind of like it. Also, it's like this can't to a like as an additional cost to attack also, with this.
It's like tapping it
tap your land. Like it's very interesting. I like this card a lot. I think it is. This will win games really fast if you're not careful, but I think it's surprisingly fair. I like it a lot. It's you, I believe.
Yeah, it's me.
There's some cards here.
You're
not gonna take the Apex?
Which is the which is the Apex?
The singular card.
Oh yeah, no.
No.
Not right now.
You're gonna wait for this pile to get a bit sweeter, huh? Well, don't blame me when I take it.
There's a bunch of sweet piles right now. Actually, there's like sweet piles.
There are a bunch of sweet piles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, as much as I'm trying to like branch into white right now, I feel very weird in that I feel like I should try to commit to color identity if I can, and there's no way I'm gonna find a 3-color commander, so feels weird, but whatever. We've already made that rule. We're gonna commit to it. I'm not gonna change the rules. Oh, what's in there? What's the most interesting element in that one?
Sorry. Yeah.
No, just tell me. Whatever.
It's just like a bunch of really good. This is really good cards that beat the one man.
You gotta explain it to me. I'm not looking. I'm dealing.
Like Aetherfield, Webway Tears.
Oh, Aetherfield was that one. That's all I wanted to know. What was the last card? Yeah, Aetherfield. Yeah. Very, very good. Okay, new cards. Gideon the Young Hero. I wish I was in black. Is a 3-mana 3/3 legendary enchantment creature god. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. As long as Gideon the Young Hero has 3 or more counters on creatures you control get +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on Gideon the Young Hero. Ugh. Jorah's Companion is a 5-mana 3/3 enchantment creature dragon. It has flying for blue and sacrifice Jorah's Companion. Draw 2 cards. Cool. Swirling Snowdrifts is a 3-mana 2/2 enchantment creature spirit. When Swirling Snowdrifts enters the battlefield, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. It can't be blocked. Cool. Little 3-mana 2/2 that can't be blocked. Coral Slumberer is a 5-mana 3/4 elemental. Tap, target creature can't be blocked this turn.
That's actually really scary.
Ooh, that is very scary. Do I want that? I'm actually going to take this middle pile here. It's got Winter Reaper, which is a thing that cares about how big my hand is, and it's got a card that'll let me fill my hand. Wait, no, it's not. Which one that fills my hand? Oh, this is one. Oh, well, whatever. I'm going to take these ones. I think these ones are cool. Do I not want these? I can't afford to go into these other colors is the problem. So I'm not changing now. The thing is, you draft so many cards that maybe you should experiment a bit. I don't know, but we are making 60 card decks, so I don't want to be too flippant with it. Worth pointing out, of course, that we have more cards than a normal draft would have, because the 20 card draft packs are what you use in Draft Commander. Distorting Illusion. Did I do? Yeah, I did. Distorting Illusion is a 3-mana white enchantment aura. Enchanted creature gets -4/-4.
Oh, that's nice rule.
It's a sorcery speed. Might give it something -4/-4. If it doesn't kill it, it keeps it down, I guess, which is kind of cool, I guess. If you have to, if you have nothing better. Wolf Rider is a 2-mana 3/2 wolf spirit. I love Wolf Rider. It's if this set was a real set, this would just be the draft common you see all the time and you hate. It's such a good, just consistent body. Maybe it'd be uncommon, but still, you'd see it a lot in draft.
Hate to see on Valve, not hate to draft.
Oh yeah, you play against it so much. Anyway, it would be one of the iconic cards of the set. I feel like it's a 2-mana.
I feel like they never friend. This seems like a rare, honestly.
ETB it fights. It's so good.
No, it's probably not, because it's basically 2-mana rule spell.
Arctic Observer is a 1-mana 1/1 green elf scout. When Arctic Observer enters the battlefield, scry 1. I like it. It looks at a thing. It's cute. And Erebos' Crypt, a 3-mana black enchantment. When Erebos' Crypt enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice a black or red creature. If you do, search your library for a creature card with mana value equal to that creature's power put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. It's a cute way of doing a cheat out effect, because you could have like a 1 mana like 3/1 or something, and then you cheat out a 3 mana value. I don't know. Like there's better ones than that.
It's not free to play, so it's like
it's cute. Well, I mean that's a pretty cheap cheat out, since you're tutoring through your entire deck, right? Like it's not just from your graveyard. It's stronger than that.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Cool. Well, it is you.
No, I'm definitely taking the big pile.
Big pile has gotten there, huh? Yeah, I think so. I think it has gotten there. I probably would have taken it next turn. I'm scared. You have some really good cards and the mana to play it, potentially. So, there's some cards in there I really wish I could run. I just did not have the mana for it. I'm like, nope.
Also,
it's not happening. I know it's not happening. Yeah?
Yeah.
What are we saying?
Never mind. No, I'm wrong.
Dragon's Overseer is a 4-mana, 3/3 white giant with flying. Whenever Dragon's Overseer attacks, create 2 1/1 white and black spirit creature tokens with flying. I'm probably just going to take this. I love this card. It's so cool. I'm so happy to see it again. Devastation Tide is a 6-mana blue aura enchant creature. At the beginning of each combat, tap enchanted creature and you gain 2 life. That is such a good, consistent like life gainer thing, though. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Unless you have a sack outlet, that's just going to sit there forever. But it's 6 mana, so maybe it's not good enough. Silver Birch Monk is not a monk. It is a 3-mana, 3/3 enchantment creature elemental. When Silver Birch Monk enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green insect creature token with flying. For 3 mana, sacrifice Silver Birch Monk. You gain 3 life. I quite like this card. I just wish it was a monk. And Bind the Minds of Men is a 4-mana white sorcery. You gain 3 life. Choose target creature you control. Its controller gains 3 life. So what's cool is it's not gain 6. It's gain 3 twice. So it does hit your life gain payoffs 2 times. Yeah. This is tricky, actually. How good's Jorah's Companion? It's pretty cool. I kind of like it. How good's Devastation Tide? Kind of expensive. I don't know if I can afford it. Bind the Minds of Men is also pretty cool.
I mean,
but I think it's got to be Dragon's Overseer, right?
No, that's insane. Yeah,
it's so good. I'm taking it. I've taken a lot of ones this draft. All right.
I mean, I looked at your card count. It's not that much different than mine.
No, I took a big pile a little while ago. Plague Arsonist is a 2-mana blue instant. Plague Arsonist deals 1 damage to any target. Draw a card. It's a cute cantrip. Could probably... I don't know. Could it be for 1? What do you think? Sacred Scouring is a 1-mana red instant. Sacred Scouring deals 2 damage.
Yeah, I think it could be for 1. It'd probably be like a hybrid blue-red something. Yeah.
Battle of Whispers is a 6-mana red sorcery. Target opponent reveals their hand, discards all creature cards. You choose a card at random from that player's hand. You put that card onto the battlefield under your control. I love this card. It's such a cool design. Yeah. It's expensive, but it hits every creature in your opponent's hand, which might be 0. Then, if you have any permanents left, I get a random 1 from there, and it goes on the battlefield. Now, it could also still miss. If you have like 3 instants and an enchantment, I still might reveal the instant, right? You choose a card at random from the player's hand, then put that onto the battlefield, right? So, very cool. I do believe it does say put that card onto the battlefield, and I have previously checked with the rules. So if I randomly select an instant, it would fail to change zones, and you'd keep it. It wouldn't go to the graveyard. So.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
So it's not just like discard your creatures and 1 other card. It could whiff, but still, very cool card. Just love the design of it. And lastly, Winged Rune Keeper is a 2-mana 2/1 elf shaman. It's black, it has flying. When Winged Rune Keeper enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 green and blue elf creature token with flying. So it shows up and dies immediately if you have things that care about creatures dying, but also if you have any effect that gives like all your creatures +1/+1, such as elves, then that's a thing. There's even a card in the set somewhere that's like whenever an elf dies, make a bear. Like, this card's so cool. I love this card. I really like this set. I'm so proud of this thing, even though I don't like.
Nice.
It's weird to be proud of a thing that you did basically nothing involved in. You know, it's like being proud of a child. You didn't do anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they did stuff. Why are you proud of it? But like, you're proud of them. You know?
Yeah.
And the fact that I'm just like, I was there for all the steps. I don't know. It's weird to compare it to a child. I that feels flippant, but you know what I mean. Shut up, everyone watching. Shut up. I think it's you. I took the white creature up here, the giant.
Oh,
Yeah.
I took this. Well, this is the last one I took, right? So
No, the last one I took was
extra?
the giant. I took this giant here. Dragon's Overseer.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I want the yeah, like Apex of Hordes. You know, so like shock is not bad.
Shock's not bad. Yeah, no, that's a good one. It's definitely one I would have considered. Jerry's Companion is pretty cool. There's another card in here too.
Oh, weird.
Devastation Tide, which I really liked.
Yeah, I want that one too. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Very cool.
I guess I got so many like playables. I don't know what to pick.
You're not gonna know what to pick. You probably shouldn't play 5 color.
You'll see. I'll see.
Alright, what do we got? We have Eminent Sutcliffe, Elite Trooper, a 3-mana, 3/3 legendary creature, human soldier. When Eminent Sutcliffe, Elite Trooper enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each other soldier you control. Quickly, how many soldiers have you drafted? Whenever another soldier you control dies, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink. Cleansing Ritual is a 4-mana, 2/4 Treefolk warrior. It has protection from black. It can cycle for 4 mana. When you cycle it, create 2 1/1s. I love this card. I just think it's a really cute design. It is one of the most interesting uses of protection I've seen. It's like, this is unblockable when you're up against black, but if you're not up against black, you can just cycle it to make some 2/2s. Very cool. Some 1/1s, sorry. I misspoke. I didn't misunderstand. I misspoke. Completely different. Fist of Raza is a 4-mana red sorcery. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each card in your hand, so it could be a 2-mana spell, probably a 2-mana spell. Creates 2 2/2 red dragons. Holy crap, that's really good. I want this spell. Battle of Whispers is a 6-mana sorcery. Target opponent reveals their hand, discards. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. The last one is Geth's Rebuttal, a 2-mana black enchantment aura enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has black regenerate this creature, and loses enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each card in your hand.
Yeah.
I still don't know exactly how that works. If it came up,
but it would lose if it's like a bestow creature. Like yeah.
I guess I don't know. Like, I feel like there's a room for argument that it means insert enchanted creature's name here, because the way that text would be written would be like, you know, cleansing ritual gets +1/+1 for each card in your hand, right? Like, that might be a line that's on a card, and so it's like, anyway, that's not the point. The point is, Geth's Rebuttal is actually really good. Just like being able to be like, this thing has regenerate now is so nice. It's just really good. Yeah. For me, I really want this top row, and I really want this middle row. And I think I have to go with the middle row.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see what we get. Oh, that card's good. Alright. Apathy, Enemy of the Mind is a 4-mana black 3/3 legendary enchantment creature, Gorgon. Black, regenerate target creature.
Yeah.
Really good.
That's a strong live text, dude.
Liminality is a 1-mana green enchantment aura enchant creature. Enchanted creature has Shroud. For 4 mana, return Liminality to its owner's hand. I love it. It's so simple. It has Shroud. When I don't need it anymore, I'm going to bounce it. Requiem Mage is a 2-mana blue and black 2/1 vampire noble with flying for blue and black. Return Requiem Mage to its owner's hand. Little protection there. And Anointed Librarian, the 5-mana 2/3 blue enchantment creature gargoyle with flying. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. Love that card.
Yeah.
Please take your pick.
Oh, is it me?
Oh, it's you. And I was super hoping that there'd be a more appealing top deck than the pile that you know I want. But that one's actually maybe the best of all of these. So
yeah,
nope, didn't change your opinion. I
mean, I am like have also like the bottom, but like
what's in here? Erebos' Crypt is pretty good.
Coral Slumber also seems pretty good.
Coral Slumber is great. Oh, I forgot about Coral Slumber. Yeah, I guess if you take this one, I'll probably take that one next turn. So yeah, it's a good question, and vice versa, right? So
yeah. So yeah, if I can take this one.
All right, cool. Yeah, I forgot about Coral Slumber. That one's really nice. All right. Well, let's see what I get in addition, or if I have to switch to a different pile because there's something too good to pass up. That'll do. It's fine. Intense Cold is a 4-mana red sorcery. Destroy target creature. Its controller loses 2 life. You gain 2 life. I feel like it's been a while since I picked up some good red cards. This is perfect for my deck. Cologan, the Storm's Fury, is a 5-mana green and blue 5/5 legendary enchantment creature elemental with trample. When Cologan, the Storm's Fury, enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls until Cologan leaves the battlefield. For generic and blue, tap target creature. That is
Cologan's fun to say.
I have no idea if that's how you'd pronounce it. It might be a differently pronounced GH. GH is one of those that just there's a million pronunciations for.
Yeah, yes,
but 2 mana to tap something is pretty good. You just tap down your entire opponent's board every turn. Ugh. Klutha's Glorious Entourage is a 4-mana blue and green enchantment or enchanted creature. Enchanted creature has trample. Whenever enchanted creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. And lastly, Black Market, a 5-mana red enchantment. Whenever you cast a black spell, draw a card. It's so good, right? The AI is...
That's such a black card that's red.
It's so good, yeah. It's the Black Market.
Yeah, so it's you.
It is me. I did not change my mind. These are cool cards, but I'm not in those colors. And these cards are excellent, and I really want Intense Cold, so it's just extra gravy.
Gravy.
Babies.
Babies.
That is for me and you and one other person and nobody else. Sarkhan Dragon Shark, a 4-mana 5 loyalty legendary planeswalker Sarkhan. For +2, Sarkhan Dragon Shark deals 3 damage to any target. For -3, creatures you control gain hexproof until end of turn. For -7, each creature you control with hexproof gets +3/+3 and gains trample until end of turn. I don't know if you have any other creatures with hexproof, and you can't combo it with itself, so
yeah,
it kind of. But the first 2 abilities are good. Frosted Cliffs.
Any target is like kind of nuts.
It's so good. That's the card I was telling you about, B. Where I was like, how much do you think this should? Do you think this should be okay? And you're like, yeah, it's fine. That's what Ugin does.
Yeah.
Is it better than Ugin? I don't know. I don't know Ugin well enough.
I mean, that's not really the reason you use Ugin, but it is like a big part of why Ugin's good.
But like math wise, like is that like is it the same or is there like a restriction to Ugin's zap?
No, there's no restriction. Yeah.
Okay. Frosted Cliffs is a 3-mana green sorcery. Search your library for basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Pyromancer Elite.
I can do it whenever I want. Who cares? Yeah.
Is a 3-mana 2/1 enchantment creature human wizard. Pyromancer Elite can't be blocked. And for 2 mana, tap target creature. It doesn't untap
that's really
during
good.
its controller's next untap step. I believe it's your turn, but there's still one more card. Merciless Flourish, a 5-mana green sorcery. Return up to 3 target creatures to their owner's hand. You gain 7 life.
Oh, it's a lot of good stuff here.
A lot of good stuff. If you're in not the colors I'm in.
Yeah.
Look at this pile. Green, 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 and blue, green. This pile's wild. This pile's really good. Sarkhan, of course, is excellent. Yeah. No, I just go.
Sorry. I guess I'll take Sarkhan.
No, feel free. Take Sarkhan.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Okay, these last 4 cards.
These are the last 4. Boom. 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 And boom. Oops. Boom. Talus Monument.
I love Talus Monument.
Is a 1-mana artifact. Tap to add white or blue. Generic. Blue. Black. Red. Tap. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain flying until end of turn. Graven Sentry is a 2-mana 2/2 enchantment creature human artificer with flanking, which is when the creature with flanking blocks this creature gets -1. For generic and white, Graven Sentry gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Ancient Grudgeblood is a 4-mana 2/4 shapeshifter. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may exile another target creature you control. Then return to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. I love Flicker. I feel like I don't have any good ETBs, honestly. And Nemesis of the Ogre Clans. I love this card. Look at this card. They're so... Oh, I love them. Nemesis of the Ogre Clan is a 5-mana green and red 7/7 legendary enchantment creature ogre. Nemesis of the Ogre Clans enters the battlefield with 2 -1/-1 counters on it. Whenever Nemesis of the Ogre Clan attacks, remove a -1/-1 counter from at the end of combat. It's so cool. Yeah, I just love this design of like it enters with -1 counters and then they go away. It's like gaining a counter every turn, except for there's a hard cap at 7. Like it's such a cool design.
Yeah.
It's a 5-mana 5/5 that becomes a 6/6, that becomes a 7/7, and then stops. It's just cool.
Yeah.
Ugh. Very, very cool. Is it me?
Yeah, it's you, yeah.
Okay. We both just took the top one twice in a row? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Because I took the top
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. There was only one top one, the Planeswalker.
Right, it was Sarkhan. Yes, thank you. I think Graven Center is really good. I need some smaller bodies. It seems like a really good pick for me. Ancient Grudgeblood is funny, but probably not good.
Let's see what am I losing out on. Okay, it's not.
I'd have
so,
to like
like
see. I think Pyromancer Elite's pretty good. Can't be blocked. Tap something down. Yeah, this is probably my best pile. Black Market's not useful. I'm not in these other colors. So yeah. I'm gonna take middle here.
That's the one I want. I don't know if actually that's true.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think all these have like stuff I could use, honestly.
Cool.
Let's see.
If I ended up getting black mana, then I could do the Talus Monument. But I might go black. I have a little black, I guess. I guess we'll find out. I'm not planning to be running black. Maybe I'll be surprised when I go through my deck.
Yeah, I think these.
Cool.
Those still are kind of fun.
Cool. I think that Graven Sentry is still good enough that I will take this pile, and then you can take the Talus Monument and beat me with it again.
Yeah, okay. Ooh, so...
How many cards did you end up with?
61.
I have 59. Pretty close draft.
Nice.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna make a deck. I don't expect us to have any interesting conversations during this. During this, but you know, the mics are going. I have a new show called Draft Chat, which is just our conversations when we draft, like during the drafting and deck building segments. It's just a name. It's just named now. It was always there, right? But the first one was edited down, and then the second one was like, no, I'm just gonna not do that. If you're just sorting, it's much easier. And right now we have some sorting to do, so I think there's a decent chance that we'll talk about some stuff.
Gideon looks really cool, actually.
We didn't get any equipment at all, did we? No. There's like some cool equipments in this set, but we didn't see any. You got Gideon, yeah. Now Gideon's... I'm very happy to see you draft some of these really powerhouses because I want to see them in play. You know what I mean? Like, I think you're gonna wreck me with them.
I'm gonna try and like get all the powerhouses into my deck.
I hope you do.
I'm actually got too many.
I hope
Yeah.
you do. Because I'm not. Yeah, I'm just gonna start by sorting and see where it goes from there. Because
Let's see. So we
maybe
probably,
some other
so yeah, we
options.
probably have like 24 lands of the 60 card deck, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's expected.
So that would mean 60 minus 24 is 36.
Yep.
So I need to cut down to 36 generally.
Would be
Maybe more, maybe
ideal.
less.
Ditch about half the cards.
Yeah.
I wonder what I'm gonna like name the episode, like the video. I mean,
Yeah.
because like we are playing Commander, but we're sort of skipping one of the main rules of Commander, and it feels kind of like, is that misleading to say we're playing Commander? We are playing Commander.
You put kinda in the question mark. That will intrigue people.
Kinda. I don't know if
Yeah.
that would
So
intrigue
60,
people.
60 includes our
It includes the Commander. Yes. Yeah, you'll have a 59 card deck. I got a lot of cool fancy cards. I don't know if I'm running any of them. I got more like off colors than I'm expecting though, because you know you're sort of forced to in this format. So I don't know. Maybe I will be using different colors than I thought when I was drafting, and I've missed out on some really cool cards because I wasn't planning on running those colors. But I also picked up a lot of cards that just like legitimately I thought were really cool, and I just
yeah,
picked them up. They just happened to not get picked up by you, and so
yeah.
I suppose we'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. That's what the like commentator voice sounds like in that, right?
No.
Wow! I can't believe you've got the Dragon Ball. What are you gonna wish for, Nappa? Did Nappa die? I don't know.
I don't know Dragon Ball that well. But I did watch it, and it didn't sound like that.
All right, so I have 14 red, 11 white, 9 blue, 9 green. Okay, I have options. I have 5 black. Okay, cool. Oh, that's not including my my Quag Slinger, which I don't have any. I mean, I might just need the body. Okay. And then I've got a bunch of multicolors. So, depending on what colors I end up in, some of them could be useful. Let's look at my legendaries options.
Well, you mean having like kind of a Hall of Fame kind of thing for a series, like where we like just take cards that's like really cool and like put them in like a Hall of Fame.
So I think like eventually we should make like a cube out of our favorites, right?
Oh yeah.
So
well,
a Hall of Fame cube would be great. Yeah. The thing is, it just sounds like so much work. Like if we were paying attention, like, oh, I love this card, and I like added it then instead of like trying to go back and make one later, then it wouldn't be so bad. But I'm not doing that clearly. So, there's that. I'm gonna end up with like no synergies at all. I think I'm just gonna be like, well, I have to cut this, and then just end up cutting something, and then another card's not even useful anymore. That's what's gonna happen. That sounds like me. I do that all the time. Where I'm like, oh, I thought I had a payoff for this. Oh, I guess I don't. Oops. Cool. That was actually really good. I was surprised that I ended up cutting my white, but I'm happy about it. I don't feel like bad that happened, despite the fact how hard I was like leaning into it at the time. Do you have all your lands prepared?
Yeah.
Okay.